Hi YouTube, welcome back. For some reason I thought it'd be a great idea to kick off the channel with a vlog style video, even though most of my content's going to be gaming stuff. But I thought I'm going to a car show by myself, so why not record it? But basically we're going to be going to the LZ World Tour at Castle Combe, and I'm just going to be wandering around taking photos of all the nice cars there. And not only taking photos of them, I'm also going to be printing them off with my Canon selfie for people to find them under their windscreen wipers. Now, if you somehow magically came across this video and don't know what the LZ World Tour is, it's basically an event hosted by Adam LZ and a bunch of other professional drift racers, going to all different places around the world, such as the USA, Canada, UK, Ireland, and hosting a bunch of different race events. At least that's what Google's telling me. I literally have it on my other monitor as I speak. Now, I don't earn any money out of this, I literally just do it as a hobby. But if you guys want, you could go have a look at my photography Instagram, which is where I post all of my photos. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna skip to whenever I decide to record next, because I'm currently recording the day before the show. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy, and I'm sorry for talking for so long. I'll stop bothering you now, and I'll get right to it. Right, hello again. It is currently just 6:30 in the morning. I woke up this early because I thought I'd be queuing anyway for hours, so I better get there early before the queue starts, but probably knowing my luck I won't beat it. But yeah, I'm not going to waste time speaking because I think I'm going to be late as it is. If you kind of know who I am, like you followed my TikTok for a while, you'll know that the only car I have is the Mini. But we're taking my sister's car because it's a bit more reliable and I do trust it to get me there more. But yeah, I'll start recording again when I get there. Right, so somehow I've made it here without crashing my sister's car. But I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit, probably without recording, just while because everyone's still like arriving right now, so I'm just gonna wander around and see what's kind of going on for the start of it, and then I'll start recording more when as it starts to pick up a bit. This is literally the first thing you see as you're walking in. This is gonna be a mental day. Don't mind my hair, mate. I'm not gonna bother trying keep it good looking for the day because it's just gonna get blown around and yeah, fuck it. But anyway, the weather's looking not the worst. It is 9 in the morning, so it could change, but I just hope it doesn't start raining or whatever. Look at the pipe work going on here. It's just... oh no. Oh no. In all fairness, imagine trying to fit in that. I've got no clue what's going on there. That might be a shifter or something. That looks... it's not stock. I didn't even like realise this until I came around the front. What the fuck? This thing has got a triple rotary engine in it, with a turbo bigger than my engine. And this just, fuck me. That's my dream car right there, just perched up on jacks. About to get absolutely blown around the track. That's what I dreamed to have, and some guy has it and he's using it and I love it. I know it's more of a drift show and everything, but I've always loved like these kind of caddies people do, especially with like the old rotiform wheels. They're absolutely lovely. If I could only have 3 cars, I think a caddy this kind of style, but like a camper on the inside would be one of them. But instead of some sort of camper, he's got these big fuck off subs in the back. Really nice LEDs around the speakers as well. It's really nice. Now I'm in love with this thing. This caught my eye from like 2 miles away and I was just looking forward to looking at it up front. This is fucking mental. I've always loved like the over-the-top liveries that drift cars have on them. Basically what I tend to do at car shows is I tend to just walk around for a bit, gauge out the cars I really want photos of, and then walk back around the entire show taking photos. But there's the odd few like this one where I'll just stop in my way to take photos of them before it gets mentally busy so I can get the best photos of them. Because this is just mental. I'm in love with this. An 86 as well, another one of my dream cars, because back when I was first getting into cars, there was that really popular one on TikTok. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it was like a nice kind of satin blue with like green and red wheels, and it looks a lot nicer than I'm making it sound. But because of that car, the 86 is now one of my dream cars, and despite him being slow, or so I've heard anyway, I doubt this one is, but despite all that, I'm in love with the look of them, the sound of them. Yeah, I was literally about to say, as far as I'm aware, they use boxer engines, which literally says right there. They sound amazing, and they're one of the coolest looking cars, I think. There's some photos of this as well, and I'll talk about that in a second. I want to talk about how huge these things are. These are like just normal to have over in America. I've been there a couple of times, and you just see these things everywhere. It's a fucking monster truck. Like, I don't know how you get this to be road legal over here, but it's fucking mental. Now back onto this. Again with the like over the top liveries they put on some of these cars. It's just beyond me. Sun strip as well. It's really hard, I think, to pull off a sun strip and make it look good, and this guy's done it flawlessly, to be fair. The wheels as well. The wheels are just fucking... If I had to worry about being paid on YouTube, I would not be getting paid for this one, because I swear a lot. That's how I express myself, and it's bad, I know, but it's just actually insane. I love estates with like they're just like long hatchbacks, especially ones with the mental engines in them. I just like can't get over them. I've never seen one of these in person before, but I've always liked them. I can't remember the model names for the life of me, but it is an older RX-7, and it's just... I'm more into rounder cars than boxy ones, but this is just... I can't get over this. I am into the newer shape Glanzers. I don't even think these were called Glanzers. I think these are just GT turbos, but either way, this guy's got a kid seat in a racing bucket seat with a fully stripped out interior with a roll cage, and this guy's just carrying his kid around in this. Tell you what, I'm dreading printing them all off though, because I have to edit them all through my phone. I have to watermark them all through my phone, and it's just a lot of effort, but I enjoy it in the end of the day, so may as well. There's Callum's 6N2 GTI. I think it's Callum's anyway, or someone he knows. I know Callum knows the guy who owns it, or he himself owns it. I'm not 100% sure. This one section I've just walked down, I have a lot to say about everything around me. I'm like freaking out, but I'm gonna start on this. You guys gotta understand what I mean by the Silvia's front end, the S15. The headlights are just majestic, and look at them wheels. These are definitely like my favourite type of wheels, with the chrome on the outside, the little studs, and then the coloured inside bit. I definitely go with white like that. The mirrors are really cool as well. Like, everything about S15s, I can just never get over them. I'm thinking of like a really cool shot here. Between all of these cars, I can get a nice tunnel shot toward the back end of that. That shot turned out great. I'll probably put it up on the screen. Now, that was one of the best shots I've got so far today, I think. Anyway, enough about that, as much as I hate to say that. More on this. I can never remember. 200Z, I think. 260, close enough. But anyway, another one of my dream cars, yeah. This is back when Datsun was a thing. And it's just, look how long the front of it is compared to the back. You're practically sat on the back wheels, and then you've got this entire, it's like the front of a yacht. It's just fucking amazing. Yeah. Last time I saw this, it didn't have its spark plugs plugged in. Half of it wasn't wired up, so I don't know how it got there, but this time it is actually all wired up and everything by the looks of it. Mine won't be as fast as this because he's got a big fuck off turbo there, but I have these wheels ready for mine, sat at home, but we never got around to fitting them, and I am selling mine now, so there's no point really. But I'm planning on taking the wheels and turning them into a table or something because I'm slow. But, and unlike mine, this one's got a rev gauge. I wish I had a rev gauge. This is getting rare. I'm not too into them, but as far as I'm aware, these are getting really hard to find. I think they were all-wheel drive racing Pumas, or Pumas, whichever way you pronounce it. Puma just sounds gross. Anyway, a Ford racing Puma. The wheels on them are insane though, I gotta admit. I love the wheels and the blue calipers. And look at the seats in there. I don't want to show my ugly ass reflection, but just look at these. This thing, I could fit my car in the back of it, and that's not an exaggeration. This thing you could probably fit two. No, maybe not, maybe 1.5. And look at that, there's a sofa. It's like the old American stuff, I love it. It's like a lounge. The inside is just a lounge. And then the outside, I've always loved the whites and the colours they put with them. It's just insane, and you can hear everything kicking off over there now. But yeah, I gotta stop pissing about so much, but this is amazing. I'm not going to start speaking about this because I'll never stop. No matter the show though, whether it's Japanese based, water cooled, but I don't care. I'm never upset to see it be awful. This is something that are massively overlooked. Yes, they're overpriced, I admit. This is nice. Look at the paint on this. It's like some pearlescent stuff going on. Something I love about this show though, oh my god. I don't think it was over here. I think it was something in the pit lane. I'm sure the camera picked that up though. That was, whatever that was, sounded mental. Look at that. They've got the sporty minis over there. They've got, I'm pretty sure Yamaha R1 engines in the back of them. Some of them even have twin engines in them, which is just insane. What I was saying before that caught my autistic brain's attention is I love how mostly it is a Japanese kind of show, but pretty much anything can show up. You've got BMWs here, you've got fucking Chevrolet. I have to see the badge to remember the name for a second. I'm not a fan of BMWs, and I admit that proudly. I'm not a fan of newer ones. I think the community around them is just up their own arse a bit. Yes, there are some nice BMW owners. I've met a good few, but most of them aren't nice. These ones, however, I do like. The old ones. I don't know how you couldn't like the older style ones. These are just beautiful. Another Mini, by the way. I did just walk past that. Look at that. Fucking look at the wing on that. That's a dinner table on the back of it. The weather is looking very promising so far. I'm liking that. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to the car for about half hour while I edit through some of these photos and print them off. Because if I sit here all day taking photos and then go back to print them, I'll be looking through them for hours, printing them for hours. It's not good. So I only print a fair few off every show. Sometimes I don't even bring the printer because it's just so much effort. But yeah, I suppose I have all day here, so half hour out of my life won't hurt. Look at that. Not a fan of supercars, but that is nice. Look at that, a nice A90, except someone's slammed a big snail in there. This thing has come a stupidly long way. I have a photo of when I first saw this back in 2023, I think the year was. 2022 or 2023. Back when I first ever saw it, it had just a black splitter on the bottom. It was just all cream, and it had the same set of wheels on the back it did the front, but now he's got different sets on the front and a different set on the back. He always had that roof box, which made me fall in love with the kind of roof box culture things. Now look at that lineup with all those colours as well. I'm getting a photo of this before it gets busy. That guy's got the right idea. These photos definitely weren't my best work, but literally as soon as I pulled my camera out, it got insanely busy, so I just thought, grab what I can and just go. Right, so I'm back at the car now, and I've got my printer in here. We just gotta unpack it all and get it all set up, which takes like 2 minutes. Now we don't need this just a second, that's just an ink cartridge in case I run out. But what we do need is to open this little flap here and grab this, which is where the paper slides in and out from. And then we got to put it on a decently flat surface. Right, so they finally finished all printing, and now I'm just going to walk over there and leave them on the car because I really want to get out of this car. I've been sat here for like half an hour. Alright, here we are. We've got the photos for the old RX-7 here. I nearly didn't make it back in because apparently you needed to have a stamp on your hand every time you leave to show that you've already scanned your ticket, because apparently you can't scan the ticket twice. So they almost didn't let me back in, but thankfully the guy was really nice and he let me back in, so luckily I don't have to go home early. There we go, so I've put the photos under the windscreen wiper of that one and the green Silvia over there. This one is for the orange Silvia that I was rambling about for ages earlier. There we go, I think the owner's there, so I'll be able to hand him the photos myself instead of putting them under the wiper. Yeah, so I just I put the other ones on the windscreen of that yellow Datsun over there, and then I gave the orange Silvia, the guy, I gave it to him personally because he was right there. Now it's just these ones left I got to put on that one. And yeah, that's that done basically. Now it's just a matter of walking around, looking at other cars, taking photos that I can just edit and post online rather than print them out, because genuinely for those 6 cars, 3 photos each for 6 cars, that took about 40 minutes of my life. 40 minutes of this show it took just to print those photos out. And as much as they do make people happy, it is just annoying to do, but I do it for fun, honestly. Like, and some people will only do it if they pay. They'll charge people for it. They'll go up to them and show them. So I've seen some people show them the photos and go, "Oh, you can have these, but you have to pay." I just don't see the point. Like, I get you want money, but the photos, like, you can just build a portfolio online or whatever. You don't have to like Like, in all honesty, you don't have to be a dick about it. Like, this is quite cool. LED headlights, showing all different colours. It looks like my gaming PC. Look at those. Jesus Christ. Look at these tail lights. They're really cool. Again, with the over-the-top liveries and just the colours blending so well. Look at those brake calipers. I want to know if it's one of those ones with the bike engines in the back. No, not visible anyway. It probably does have a bike engine. Look at those exhausts and the fucking body kit. Look at this nice NSX. This is another dream car of mine. My dream cars go in like stages. There's like, oh, I like those cars. I want one of those. This is up there with I want one of those. This is like a need in my life. Honestly, just I need one of these in my life now. Look at the door handles as well. Oh, they're blended in with the roof kind of thing. This caught my eye. I don't know if it's a replica. I don't know how you tell the differences, but replica or not, this is just, I love them. Like I said earlier, I'm a really big fan of rounder cars, and these are just so, like again, you're practically sat on the back wheels. Look at the seating position. You're laying back there, the wheels are there, and look how far your feet have to go into the car to reach the pedals. You can't even see into there, it's that dark. You're lying down. You could fall asleep in this thing while driving it. They're so cool. Corrado over here with the little tags car. The special model of Corrado. See if there's a badge on the back. I want to look at that engine again in a second. I can't. No, there's no badge. There was a model of Corrado that was the VR6, but I don't know if this... Oh wait, no, this is the VR6. Never mind, I'm lying. Look at these. These are my dream wheels right here. VSKFs. This is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. Not this nice anyway. An old Prelude. I can't remember if these were the ones with the 4-wheel steering, but either way. Oh wait, yeah, no, there's literally a badge on the back. But these are really cool. I'm more into the front of them. I don't know why I'm recording the back more. The front of them is what tops it up for me. Look at that. So nice. This is a really nice Supra as well, nice colour. It's got the same kind of mirrors that Sylvia had earlier, and that sticker there is really nice as well. Oh my god, there's a cappuccino. I was looking at buying one of these. In fact, this is a good chance to see what it's actually like. I might get one of these after the Mini, I don't know. But it's unlikely because of how small they are. Because I've heard, as you sit down in them, your head is there, and you can just see the sun visor. You can't really see out the window apparently, but this thing is so cool. Oh, I really want one of these. I want one so bad. Here's a newer style Star that I was on about. I really like these newer model Glanzers. The older model than this were called GT Turbos, not Glanzers, but I just see them all as Glanzers. They're really expensive. I was looking into buying one of these, but they're like $8,000. That's without insurance, but insurance on them is quite cheap, but I'm assuming that's because nobody my age insures them. I saw this guy on the motorway on the way here, and I was freaking out. Something nice as well, an RB swapped S14. I thought originally when I first found out about these cars, they came with the RBs, but apparently not. Apparently they came with 4 cylinders, which kind of upset me, but these would have really suited the RB engines. I don't know why they didn't come with them, but they are really cool when people swap them. Fair enough. I wish I had one of those, to be fair. My legs are killing me. Really like the colour going on here as well. With gold wheels and the nice green. It's like, I don't know if it is British Racing Green. I think it's a bit brighter than that, but British Racing Green is definitely one of my favourite colours. But this is really close to it. Nice interior again. I need a polarizer for my phone, so you can actually see the inside of it. So we're getting closer to the actual event now, so you guys can actually watch the racing instead of me just pissing about. But first, we got this entire row of cars to get stiff over, so we're going to do that first. Here's something mental. I don't know if it's an actual M3. Really nice wheels on this Porsche. I do like Porsches, even the brand new ones, because they've always, from the old ones, they've always kept the shape going on, where the headlights kind of curve up and then dip. And then these, I would say, are like the second to last generation of BMWs I actually liked, but these don't look bad at all. I do like these ones. Here's a nice rat rod as well. I love how you can always see like the open suspension parts. It's really cool. Again, with the VSKFs, I can't go wrong with them, man. Again, there's a really nice 86. I love them. I really do. Look at it. Yeah, so look, they kind of like rerouted the track. So they kind of go up there, and then they come back on themselves. It's a bit surprising, to be honest, compared to all the other shows that go on here. They've had to obviously close off most of the other places for their parking. Like I parked on the track over there somewhere because they've closed it off for more parking spaces. But I'm just going to wander back up now and then grab some more photos of all the cars, and then once I've done all that, I'll probably just like go off camera for a bit and just enjoy the show myself for a bit, and then probably head home, to be honest. I do like cars and I do like the shows and I do like racing and all that stuff, don't get me wrong, but I've never seen the appeal in sitting there for hours, unless it's something like going to, like I just said, like the 24 hours of Le Mans or something. I don't really see any reason to just sit there watching the cars for hours. Like I get like you want to keep track of everything. If you want to do that, that's fine, but I just like watching them, if that makes sense. Like I'm not really asked about who comes what place and who wins the race and who does best. I just like watching them for a bit, taking photos, looking at all the different nice cars, and then going home, really. They sound so cool. I'll tell you what was a good show was Jap Fest. I went this year and it was really good, and I'll probably go again next year if I'm not doing anything else. Kind of breezed past this earlier. It's just 2 cars away from the cappuccino, but it's really nice. Again, with the VSKFs, and it's like the camera doesn't really do it much justice, but it's like a really, there you go, you can kind of see it there. It's like a really nice sky blue, but it's like really metallic, but it's really nice. This is cool. Look at this. Drinks holder. That is so cool. He's got like a little he's got like table, and then he's got a whiskey decanter in the back. This is one of my like favorite kind of cars, is the small pickups with the crazy engines in them. It's absolutely insane. I can't get over these. I like what this car's got going on. A bunch of toy cars in the back with a massive sub. I do like Lupos, they are cool. And I do think the GTIs of these, I think there was one somewhere around here, probably right in front of me, I'm blind. Anyway, I do think these are going to be worth a lot in the future, especially the GTIs, because these are like a modern classic. Here's another dream car of mine. Look at that. I prefer these over both the R34 and the R32. I just had a look as well, the S14 hasn't found his photos yet, but hopefully, because I wrote my Instagram on the back of them, so hopefully they'll look at my Instagram and then follow me or something. That's kind of the whole point. Right, I'm heading home now because I'm not bored, but I'm kind of just walking around at this point, if that makes sense. I've taken photos of all the cars. I've watched the racing for a little bit. I've walked around all the shops and I bought nothing, which is good on my behalf, to be fair, because I always buy shit and my room is full. But yeah, like, I'm not bored. I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, this will probably be the only kind of vlog style video I do. But yeah, basically, I'm not the biggest fan of vlogging. I did like this show and I did like recording it rather than walking around kind of just thinking to myself, if that makes sense. But I probably won't do it again just because of the effort. Like, the editing I'm gonna have to do now is gonna be dreadful, but what else am I gonna do with my life, right? And if you do want more vlog style videos, which I very much doubt, you can let me know, but I'd rather just stick to gaming. But yeah, I'm gonna do a 2-hour drive home now and cry myself to sleep. So goodbye.